Here on Urbanist, we usually take our history, our city exploration very seriously. But today is a very different day. Today is the 1st of April. And if you are not familiar with the 1st of April, you'll know that it's a day for tomfoolery, the day for jokes, the day for sarcasm. Today, we're not taking anything seriously. Ask only silly questions in the comments because we're going to have some fun. Talk about everything that is fictional, legendary, completely made up, lies, sarcasm here in New York City. I'm Ariel, this is Urbanist. Happy April Fool's Day. So hello everyone. Today, ask any type of silly question. Usually we are a very serious show covering very serious topics like food, like pizza, like donuts, and of course architecture and the great secrets of any given city. But we are having a little bit of fun today because I'm feeling in a very fun mood. You can see it from my face. I am ready for fun. So feel free to ask any type of silly, ridiculous question. Oh yes, today is the day to laugh. Don't you see in my face? I'm ready to laugh. Let's go. Repeat that? Yeah, you can say anywhere, yeah. Have a good day. Katie, what is the weirdest donut filling I've ever tried? Oh, that's a great question, Katie. Wait until you have the Jellyfish Donut. It's quite an interesting donut. You can find it in the depths of New York City. It's in a secret bar hidden inside the subway. And it's stuffed with jellyfish. Can you show us the apartment where Spider-Man lives? Well, for that we have to go all the way to Forest Hills, Queens. Phyllis, isn't this K-Town? It is indeed K-Town, yes. We're at 32nd Street.
So, what am I at?
Right by between 5th and Broadway. Sandy, hello, nice to see you here. Let's cross the street over here. Hasib, did I watch 13 Reasons Why? I have not watched 13 Reasons Why. Hello, Kay. Cindy, favorite comedian? Great question. Let's see. What's this guy doing? Oh. Block my way. I was about to cross the street. Show us the Avengers Tower, Matt. Okay, we'll do. So the Avengers Tower is located a little bit more further into Midtown Manhattan. Trisha, yeah, I mean, I was about to cross the street, you just like blocked my way. So, nope, gotta take the long way around. Jackie, here in the US we do April Fools. What was the most yellow taxi cab you ever seen in New York City, Ruthie? The yellowest taxi cab I've ever seen many years ago. It was so yellow that it blinded me. I couldn't see where I was going. I got inside the taxi cab and all of a sudden I ended up realizing, wait a minute, this is not a taxi cab, this is a banana. So I stepped foot into a banana. Don't ask me how. What's my favorite comedian? You know, actually, just thinking about this, my favorite comedian is actually Mitch Hedberg. One of my favorite comedians. Check him out. He passed away many years ago, almost 2 decades ago. Died very young, but he was an excellent one-liner comedian. He just gave a bunch of one-liners. I'll give you one of them. He said, What's your favorite place in New York City? Asked Lydia. Favorite place in New York City? It has to be in the lovely, warm, comfy construction sites of the condominiums over here. It's so nice. Before they're fully finished, it's very nice to hang out in raw concrete, lay down on the cold, raw concrete. Oh, it's gorgeous. Hey, Alexandra, nice to see you here. Where are we going? We're just wandering aimlessly. No particular direction. Hey, Suzanne, thank you so much for the super chat. Happy to see you. Have you ever been to Oregon? Only spiritually. By watching the show Portlandia. One of the best comedy shows actually about a city. Highly recommend it. They actually make fun a lot about city stuff on Portlandia. Where did the chicken cross the road? That's a great question. Where did the chicken cross the road? Why did the chicken cross the road? Who was the chicken in the first place? And did this chicken come from an egg? Or did the chicken come first? Kathy, have I ever owned a pet? Yes. I used to have a dog called Champy when I was younger. Have you ever done the tour completely backwards, says Jackie. Great question. That would be very, very difficult to do. I will do my best to one day attempt a backwards tour. And hopefully we'll go backwards fast enough that we go back through time, end up in 1940s New York, stop Robert Moses from becoming a parks commissioner, and save New York City. And then it unleashes a butterfly effect where everything goes awry and we come back to a present day New York City and it's in a post-apocalyptic world. Not quite like today, but like worse. Yash, where am I going today? Nowhere. But everywhere at the same time. Kra, am I single? I am single. I'm not multiple at the moment. I'm just one number, not two. Jackie says, start with keep on exploring, just go reverse. Keep on exploring. Awesome being always. And then we'll end at everyone high. And then that'll be the end. Hey, Dutch Maz, nice to see you here. Where is Juilliard University located? It is a complete fabrication made up by actors that wanted to feel very important. And hence they invented this top-notch school for acting, but it actually doesn't exist. It's all an act. It's always been an act. Nirvana, ever taste your own earwax? Wow, that's a compelling question. You know, that's probably one of the deepest philosophical questions of all time, because technically, have you ever not ever tasted your earwax? Think about that. Amazing tower, yeah, there's some amazing towers here. What was the best public bathroom I've ever visited in my entire life? Best public bathroom is by far Bryant Park. They play beautiful classical music, so you can take a nice whiz while listening to some Handel while there's a smelly person right next to you. New York City at its finest. Hey, AR, whoa. AR, send a $50 super chat. Thank you so much, AR. I appreciate it. That is quite generous of you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Feel free to ask any silly questions. Where is the Big Apple? Who asked this? This is a great question. Upper West Sider. Great question. Well, the biggest apple, we have to go to the bane of most local New Yorkers' existence. A scourge upon many up and coming neighborhoods in New York City. To find this big apple, we have to go into the depths, the dungeons of Whole Foods. There, we will find the biggest apple. And the apple won't be even from New York, it'll be from California. Hey, Max! Nice to see you here. Welcome, Max. In all seriousness, Max Gons, he's saying hello. Hey, man, thank you so much for tuning in. Max actually made a song for the upcoming Urbanist album. So stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for watching, Max. Colleen, why do you never see the Statue of Liberty? It's because she ran away. She ran away. That's it. She just ran away. She got tired of New York City's S and just ran away. Hey, Ria, nice to see you here. $5. Alexandra, have I ever lost something? I only lose my dignity every time I eat a Hawaiian pizza. That's why I lose every single time. But I do it anyway. So I lost my dignity, I don't know, maybe 123 times. Toilet paper under or over? I prefer my toilet paper through. Like, through the paper. Guys ever heard of the concept of a Mobius loop? Check it out. Search Mobius loop. Don't worry, it's nothing terrible. But it will mess up your mind. Not because it's like a horrible image or anything. It's because it's a mind bender. So I like my toilet paper to be a Mobius loop. Because it's more fun that way. That means you have endless toilet paper, but you never either start nor end, ever. That's the best toilet paper. Oh yeah. Here's Cha-Cha Matcha. Pineapple pizza needs to be banned, says EBX girl. Tell us your funniest joke. I have none, Charlotte. I'm a very serious individual. I never tell jokes whatsoever. I think you're clearly in the wrong channel if you're expecting some type of jokery, because it doesn't exist here. I'm a very serious man, very serious show, very serious insights into academia, into architecture, into food, into donuts. We do serious discourse on donuts, okay? Hey, Monica, nice to see you here. You asked, do you anticipate moving to LA, the OC, SoCal, one day? Only if I can recreate the last scene of the OC with that same song. Anyone, if you don't know what I'm referring to, check it out. It's a very funny scene. Only if I can recreate that on live video, I'll maybe consider moving for a little bit. What's the best donut you've ever had? We already talked about this. Jellyfish Donut in the depths of the New York City subway in the speakeasy, hidden inside the very deepest station in all of New York. You have to go through an interdimensional portal, though, in order to get there. Dave says, since I've been in quarantine, I've only been doing inside jokes. Dave, that's a good one. That's a good one, Dave. This is a beautiful bar, what they've been doing here, Oscar Wilde. Diane, what's the grossest thing you ever stepped on? Oh, that's a great question. The grossest thing I've ever stepped on. One time, I saw a Chicago deep dish pizza thrown right there in the sidewalk. Maybe it was from a company called Uno's, but as I'm walking around and admiring all the beautiful architecture, boom, straight my foot goes into that Chicago deep dish pizza. And I almost vomited. Because how dare a Chicago deep dish pizza be in the streets of New York? No, can't be. So here's Oscar Wilde. Here's our buddy, Oscar Wilde. He said, true friends don't stab you in the back. They stab you in the front. What do I most hate about New York City? Thing I'm most afraid of, and I'm about to get very vulnerable. I've expressed this many times. I mean, do you want me to get a little bit vulnerable here and tell you what has shook me to the very core here in New York City? It's a little bit hard for me to talk about because brings back past traumas. Okay, I'll tell you. One of the things I just really just can't really handle is going into the Upper East Side and seeing these older women who have these tiny little dogs. They scare me so much, these little dogs. They're like the scariest thing. They're tiny and they bark. And they're so well groomed. I can't. That's why I never go to the Upper East Side anymore. Never. No. Hey, Riju, thank you so much. Will you ever do a tour with a guide with your shirt off and slippers on? I've been tempted to do a The Dude tour. Maybe one day there'll be a The Dude tour. There'll be all tour as The Dude from the famous movie The Big Lebowski. Lepin says, we understand, don't worry. Rob says, you're basically describing Sex and the City. Yeah, indeed. Well, in a way. James says, why wear a flower mask, dude? It's because I have a deep affection for flour. I love wearing it. I love smelling it. I love smoking it. I love having it in my room. I love flowers. I did not say I smoke flowers. I redact that previous statement. Krishti, where am I going? Nowhere in particular, but also everywhere. How did April Fools get started? I don't know, but I feel bad for the guy who started it. What part of New York City is this? This is the part of New York City that has no small dogs. So that's one good positive thing about this part. Are you near NYU? No, we're pretty far away from NYU and also Columbia. How many steps do you do per day? At least 526 miles. Suzanne! Whoa, Suzanne! So super chat. Thank you so much, Suzanne. Someone else send the super chat. Dude, let me know who it was. What two totally normal things become really weird if you do them back to back? Clara says, ooh, that's a good question. That is a very great question. Like, I love avocado toast, and I also love dumplings. But if you were to combine them together, that would be really weird. I think that's the that's the only answer I can really give you. Brushing teeth and orange juice, says you, yeah. Roman Check says, if you could be a casserole, what kind of casserole would you be? Oh, that's a top-notch question, top-notch. If I could be any type of casserole, I would be a sweet potato casserole. Because I'm sweet and I'm starchy. That's why. I would be that type of casserole. And because I'm a little bit fluffy sometimes. You know, with all those marshmallows. Perfectly describes me as a human being. Let me know, what type of casserole would you be? Robotcheck, thank you so much for following Super Chat. What's the best pizza joint? Right over here. We see it. Two Bros Pizza. But there's one specific pizza you have to get from Two Bros. Let's see if we can show it. What is a pet peeve of yours, says Veronica. A pet peeve. My biggest pet peeve is that New York City hasn't built a new subway line. Like, that irks me every time. Every time I think about it, I'm like, damn you, New York City. Build a new subway line. It's a pet peeve. It's a pet peeve of mine with any city I go to. Why don't you have a subway line? Build a new subway line. We need more subways. Hashtag, we need more subways. Hey, Upper West Sider says, I had a pet peeve, I put it down. Alright, I'm gonna go inside the pizzeria. I'm not gonna buy a slice because, well, I'll show you the pizza you have to buy. Right here. So that is the pizza you have to get. Be the best pizzeria in all of New York City. You can't come to New York City and not get yourself a good Hawaiian slice at Two Bros, One Pizza. Can't. You'll be doing yourself a disservice if you don't eat a good Hawaiian slice, because we all know that's proper New York. That is legit New York. And I, as the topmost authority in all of New York City, yes I am, number one. I even have like the ID. But I'm not going to show it to you because it's so exclusive. It'll blind you if you see that ID of the top authority of New York City. Hawaiian is the way to go. Lisa says, my pet peeve is your videos. I can't read backwards when you're in selfie mode. You ever do a stream while drunk? In all seriousness, I have a few of them where I've had a few drinks, I got tipsy. Rome is probably the one I did most recently, where I got a little bit tipsy in one of them. Try apple on the pepperoni pizza. Ooh, I mean, I actually do like that. So, Herp asks, "Can I do a comment? Comment? Comment?" This is not Dragon Ball Z, Herp. Watching the wrong show. Oh, poor mural. Look at this. You were a little tipsy in November. Ooh, what was that? I don't think so. Oh, they graffitied over this beautiful mural. That's so sad. Chicago deep dish or New York deep dish? Says Shri. Oh yeah, you can best. Shri, don't insult me with that question. Don't dare ever mention Chicago on this broadcast. Chicago does not exist according to this show. I mean, Chicagoans, you're wonderful people, but your city doesn't exist. So, pro tip: if you want to go to the finest stores of New York City, go to. No, not that. No, never mind. I thought that was Macy's. Sorry, my mistake, everyone. I literally thought that was Macy's. I thought Macy's was clearly located at 23rd Street, but it isn't. Videos of art house joint. Yes, you can watch some good art house cinema. Mario says, "I'm cracking up." No, I was totally a mistake. I thought it was Macy's. I thought that was the gigantic Macy's, but I was wrong, ladies and gentlemen. I'm clearly disoriented. Go McSorley's A house and have a pint, says Iceman. maybe we're still a bit far away. Ariel, Steve is a new member. Hey, Steve, thank you so much for becoming a new member. I don't think that's April Fool's. I think he's serious. Steve, thank you for seriously becoming a new member. Steve is now a new super urbanist. Everyone give hearts to Steve. Real hearts, not April Fool's hearts. We're being serious, not joking. Like, we're seriously funny, but not funnily serious. What do you consider the best, finest part of New York City? Ooh, excellent question. The finest part of New York City, I don't show it enough, but Penn Station. Hanging out in those low ceilings with that beautiful fumes of piss, gasoline, and fast food all mixed together. Oh. The yellow paint on the tiling, the constant, incessant announcement of all the trains, the overcrowdedness. Oh my God, I love Penn Station, everyone. Penn Station, one of the most beautiful places. Second place, I think many of you know, I did a tour of it the other day. It's an architectural marvel of New York City. It's a place where most New Yorkers love. I'm not the only one in this Port Authority. Two places. Highly recommend going. If you can't even stay there, stay there. It's a really wonderful place. Alexandra says, how funny can you be? What's your limit? Alexander, I'm not being funny. This is a serious show. Why are you guys not taking me seriously? This is a serious show. Serious. All right? No jokes here. No jokes. We're having a lecture, a discourse. I'm going to provide sources later to all these claims that I'm making, because this is real news, ladies and gentlemen. Real. Herb says, you serious? That's right. That's right, Herb. I'm serious. Jackie says, why so serious? I'm so serious because I've seen The Dark Knight many times. Habla español, sí, yo hablo español, pero pregunta cualquier cosa ridículo. Y tú quieres. Hoy es un día de chistes aquí. Tú no sabes, aquí en Estados Unidos se llama April Fools. It's April Fool's Day, everyone. What high school did I go to? I went to the high school known as YouTube. I went to YouTube High and YouTube University. And that's where I learned everything I needed to know about serious filmmaking, serious architecture, serious history, and serious presenting on video. That's my university. Hey, Rainer, how's your day going? Question, what are the most iconic buildings in New York City that you like to visit and why? Rainer, one of the most iconic buildings in all New York City, I mentioned this before, is Port Authority. Absolutely marvel of architecture. So it's like a, I would say, an exoskeletal deco masterpiece. That's what it is. I'm not sure if you're asking in all seriousness. This is a super chat. I'll answer to you seriously. Chrysler Building is the most iconic building, I think, in terms of its look. Empire State Building is a close second. Those, in all seriousness, those are beautiful. Can you speak with a heavy New York City accent? I mean, the only New York City accent is, I could do the same one that kind of Dutch Moss does. You know, here in New York, the streets are rough. I grew up in the streets over here in New York. I can speak like a New Yorker that smoked too many cigarettes. Hey, The Wall, nice to see you here. Brian, do I speak French? Oui. Parlez-vous français? Je suis français. Do you expect tourism to be back by August? That's a great question, Sean. Yes, I'm not going to answer that jokingly. Yes, I hope so. Alexander, can I speak Italiano? Sí. Io hablo italiano. Yo hablo italiano, completamente fluente en italiano. Todo que tengo que hacer en italiano es hablar español, pero con un acento italiano y moverme mis manos. Y así es como estoy hablando italiano. ¿Entendéis? I think only the Spanish speakers will get that, and the Italians will be very confused. Ronald says I'm so seriously hilarious. It's all by accident. Many years ago, I had this terrible accident. This terrible accident where I slipped on my funny bone and it never got fixed. It's forever funny. I'm still finding a cure. If anyone knows how to cure a dislocated funny bone, where it's all funny all the time, do let me know. I'm curious. Dwal says, have I tried Welsh? I won't dare defend the Welsh people. Myrna says, get married. That fixes the funny bone. Oh no. See, this is a cool dog, but once they start getting tiny, that's when they start getting scary. Everyone, the finest speakeasy in all the land, Cove Bros Hardware. If you go back through the store, beyond the drills, beyond the nails, you'll open up a door. It says employees only. Ignore that sign, walk through, and inside you'll find the finest cocktails in all the land. And you know what is their best cocktail? Do you want to know what is their best cocktail here at Cove Bros Hardware? A screwdriver. Oh yeah. Get yourself a good screwdriver here at Cove Bros. Pro tip here. You heard it here first on Urbanist. Can you get a rusty nail here? Yes, you can, Charlene. You can also get a rusty nail. A screwdriver. Cliff asks, what's the most awkward moment on live stream? Every moment is a very awkward moment on live stream. There's never been a moment of non-awkwardness here. Because since this show is so serious, there's so much weight on every single moment. And hence, this show, in essence, is Michael Cera. AR says, well, I'm glad you put silly into the stream because you really turned it up to 11. That's how we do it here. We have the Spinal Tap mode on Urbanist, where we go to 11. Can you walk by Chacha Macha, Marlene? We already passed it. We already passed it. I think the next one is a little much further down. It's in Soho. Bike lanes need to fix them, right? They do. Wendy, am I getting coffee? I am coffee, Wendy. I'm quoting Salvador Dali. Where is the Michelin star restaurant? Oh, I will show you. I will show you. Who wants to see a Michelin star restaurant? Who wants to see a Michelin star restaurant? Let me know in the comments. We're actually right by one. I'm so excited to show it to you. Do I masticate? I masticate all the time. It's becoming quite an issue. I think I'm a little bit addicted to mastication. But that's for a much more serious show that we'll discuss, in a more vulnerable vlog. So, one of the most finest Michelin restaurants in all the land here in New York City. Also doesn't quite look like a restaurant, but looks can be deceiving because here in New York City we like to hide the true intention of any single business. Just like bars are named the paper factory, but they don't make paper in those bars. Well, same thing at this Michelin star restaurant. Here is the Mercy Marquet. The Mercy Marquet. This is a top 4-star Michelin restaurant. But you are asking, wait, there's only 3. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, that's why no one really knows the true majesty of this place. Because even Michelin hasn't fully disclosed as 4 stars. The Mercy Marquet. Be sure to go. The Mercy Marquet. No, it's if you're reading it, Merci Market. No. It's Mercy Marquet. These flowers are a front. Adam says, looks like a flower shop. All looks can be deceiving. The flowers are front. It's going to be the name of my next autobiography. The Flowers Are Front by Ariel Vieira. Tarjay, yes, you gotta go to Tarjay, Kathy. I agree. Tarjay is an excellent store here in the U.S. Tarjay, highly recommend Tarjay too. Wendy says you're the best. Oh, thank you, Wendy. I appreciate it. Is there any New York City Bulgarian restaurants? Great question. I don't know. There's bound to be at least one. Alexandra, you're volunteering to write my biography? I appreciate that, Alexandra. That was one lazy sounding letter, and you're right. Tarjay is not as nice as Walmart. Oh, yeah. Walmart. But there is no Walmarts in New York City. No Walmarts. Only Tarjays. Seems like Ariel has swallowed a clown today. It was hard to swallow. The shoes were a little bit too big. Wow, cool building. Hey, wait, Rebels say marijuana was legalized this morning in New York. Is that true? I heard something about that. That's interesting. Is 420 really going to be 420? That dog looks scared. Yeah, the dog did look scared. I'm not sure why. All right, let's go to the Chelsea Market area, meatpacking district. So everyone, slam that like button right now. Slam it so hard it cracks your screen. Metaphorically, not literally. It metaphorically cracks your screen so hard, everyone. Let me know if you're in Team Like and you slammed that like button, you almost crushed your iPhone because you slammed it so hard. Metaphorically, not literally. Let us know if you're in Team Like. What's normcore, says Rebel. Normcore is a phenomenon in style, in fashion, where you wear plain white tees and boring black jeans or whatever, normal blue jeans, and that's it. You're done. That's normcore. It's the way to look as normal as possible, but cool as well. Good pizza. Maria says slammed at the very beginning. Me gusta siempre. Hey, Marshall. Nice to see you here. Going somewhere? We're going everywhere today. Everywhere. At all moments. At all times. Clint, thank you so much for 50 stars. Laureen, aloha. Is Normcore like Dumbledore? Dumbledore was Normcore. Are you a dog or a cat person? Asks Michelle. I am a pigeon person. Pigeons. Number one pet. Why have one dog or one cat when you can have 200 pigeons? It's way more cooler. Hey, Alexander says, do you remember the squirting dumpling of last year? Oh, the great dumpling squirts of 2020. Sometimes those events we just have to let go. Let it be in the past, never to be remembered again. Gabriel, you discovered me on TikTok. Gabriel, thank you so much. Welcome to my serious show on Urbanist. Ooh, look at this. Look how beautiful these apartments are. No, not these ones. This one, look at it. Oh my God. Look how beautiful it is. How it speaks so much. Look at all the style. The wonder. So colorful. Filled with so much aesthetic. It's very aesthetic. Everyone, this is aesthetic AF. Whoa, beautiful. New York City, why don't you build more like this? Why don't you build more condominiums filled with character like this one? Filled to the brim with character. There's almost too much character here. I can't fit into one show with all the character it has. Wendy says a lot of character. Indeed. Too much character, I can't fit into one show. New York City, this is the way forward, right here. Condominiums filled with character. Look at that. They obviously spend a lot of money on all the character. Look at all the character they spend money on. Wendy says, don't judge a book by its cover. Oh, we are. Today we are. We're judging all the books by their cover. Today. G. Gonzalez says that we have the same taste in architecture. I'm glad that we do. It's supposed to snow later today. Yeah, you're right. It's supposed to snow. Still waiting for it. We're about to see a snowy day broadcast, everyone. Snow in April. Oh yeah. Lisa says New York Yankees are leading at 2-1. Beautiful weather indeed, but wait for the snow. It's about to get snowy up in here. Oh yeah, this is an ugly building. Look how ugly, ladies and gentlemen. This one has no character whatsoever. It's a dull colors. Why are there stuff on the side of the buildings? I don't want any stuff on the side of the buildings. No, they gotta take away these details. This is way too much. No, way too much. This is trying too hard. They got too many details. They got to strip all the details from this building, paint it into a nice, beautiful, vibrant gray, so we can have a much more beautiful building. Like this one. This one. There we go. Look. Now forget this. This is architecture. Look at that. Oh, Look at that. Consistent gray brick. Ooh. Look at the air conditioner units. Oh, so good. Something about this place looks suspicious. It has way too little windows. Whoa, turn the camera on myself. Here's the Donut Pub, one of the best donuts in New York City. Hyde, I like the randomness. I'm glad you do, Hyde. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. That's the other Michelin star restaurant. Oh, that's why. Crisp Eye, Crunch Eye, Chicken. Crisp Eye, Chunk Eye, Chicken. Ooh, Crisp Eye, Chunk Eye, Crunch Eye, Chicken. Oh, that's the new Michelin star restaurant. I'm so excited. Everyone, it's opening soon. Crisp Eye, Crunch Eye, Chicken. Oh, so excited for that. Look at this lovely door. Oh, that's why it's so exclusive. But they just have a door. Go inside. I'll show you the donuts. Yeah, let's show you the donuts. Oh my God. Lorraine, what's the most useless talent I have? My most useless talent in all the world is whistling the theme song to Super Mario's. Rebel says, I don't know that I could claim ignorance about legalizing marijuana. All right, you guys want to try a donut? In all seriousness, let's be very serious for a moment. I know this is a jokey broadcast and we're all kind of laughing about ha ha ha, so funny, but let's be serious. Because here in Urbanist we do serious discourses on donuts, as I mentioned before. Do you want to have a serious discourse on donuts? We'll do a donut autopsy. We'll look into the intricacies of a donut. Study its fine nuances. And then, maybe, even masticate here in public. Let me know. Vote now or forever hold your peace. Donuts. AR says, please don't. Well, let's buy one. Okay. Beautiful old interior. Yeah, it's gorgeous old interior. It looks like a old diner. So let's see. All right, so the donut I end up getting is a flavor that may shock a lot of people. It's a bit avant-garde, it's a bit risque, and it's also it's a bit weird. It's a bit weird. Like, if you see a person eating this donut, you might make judgments upon this person. So I ask you, we're all in a judge-free octagon, so respect that judge-free octagon space, because this flavor may shock you. I mean, it's normal to have pineapple on pizza, but this one, it's a bit weird. Cue the sirens. Okay, so judge-free octagon. Thank you, everyone. This is the radical, the outlandish, the type of donut that no New Yorker would dare to get. This is an old-fashioned donut. No glazing, no powdered sugar, no chocolate dip, no sprinkles. A classic, old-fashioned donut. Please don't judge me. Let's try it out. And we got Susan the Sparrow ready here. Oh, where's she? She went. Wait. Oh, there she is. I'm glad a lot of you are not judging. Thank you so much for not judging. Let's try it out. Let's do a serious discourse on donuts. And the wind just took my bag away from me. All right. Very serious donut. Let's do a very serious donut dissection. Okay. So here we have deep fried dough. And look at the beautiful consistency of this donut. The immense detail that holds inside this donut holds the secret to the universe. The wind judged my donut. It did indeed, Jackie. It did. It took away the bag. It just went flying away. Oh my god. I feel so old-fashioned right now. Oh, this is so good. Is that cream going out? I think a little bit of dip from another donut fell onto it. But no, it's not cream. No cream. Winston, old fashioned is the best fashion. Is that filling inside? Nope, no filling. Everyone, this is radical. Radical. As I mentioned, this is really radical stuff. No filling, no dips, no sprinkles, just a donut. Just a donut. And as you eat this donut, as I mentioned, you'll know what is the meaning of life. Wow. Stop biting. It causes earthquakes all around Europe, says Herbs. Pardon to my European brethren. Why is there a hole in the middle? It comes from a beautiful legend I'll tell you the real legend, actually. Um, Hanson Gregory, he was obsessed with his mother's donuts, but back then, donuts were actually deep fried dough with nuts in the middle because they didn't have the hole, so there would be nuts in the middle, and the nuts in the middle would stop the kind of the wet doughiness because you can only cook it so much, so it'll always be a little bit wet and doughy in the middle. So Hanson Gregory, a ship captain, is with a bag of his mother's donuts and encounters this huge storm, this massive storm. And he's at the helm, at the wheel, at the spokes of the ship. And he's eating this donut, and he sees a huge wave coming, and he does not want to waste the donut. So he takes the donut, there's a full piece, puts it through one of the spokes of the wheel, and drives back to safety. That's why there's a hole in the donut. But sometimes you gotta look at the hole within the donut hole, because that's where the true secrets lie. So, do you want to know the meaning of life? I have received it from this donut. You gotta let me know. Do you want to know the meaning of life? Let me see, Susan. Oh, Susan is coming. Oh, look at that. The meaning of life, I gotta take one more bite, I'll tell you. Meaning of life. Yeah, get close. Don't tell too many people. Are you ready? Have your headphones on? 42. That's the meaning of life. 42. Damo says I read too many books. Helen says I was so bored today I went shopping 3 times. Oh no, Helen. I'm glad a lot of people notice the reference. Ariel, can you please tell a good joke while you're walking? As I mentioned, Rainer, I don't have any jokes. I'm a jokeless man in a jokeful way. I'm a jokeless man in a jokeful world. Marshall, when am I going to do another Mafia tour? Stay tuned. Yeah. I gotta find out more spots associated with the Mafia. Looks like a nuclear bomb went off. Why is that? When can you buy single cigarettes at the corner store? When you can buy single cigarettes at the corner store, you know it's a real hood. It says, hide. Indeed, hide. Indeed. Christy, what is the purpose of life? The purpose of life is to eat donuts. There is no greater joy in this beautiful world of ours than to eat amazing, wonderful, delicious donut. Sujay says, come back to Riverdale. May one day. Are you near the High Line? We're getting near. Yeah, we are. Oh, Marshall, you're asking about general history tours. Stay tuned. Yeah, just in general, I'll do more history tours. I have a whole lot. I have a huge catalog of history tours on Facebook. Follow Urbanist Live on Facebook. I have a massive catalog of history tours. I've just done so many that I've been taking a break. Milos, I hope you have a good day. Thank you so much, Milos, with the RSD 500. I appreciate you, Milos. Herp is wondering what RSD is. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know what RSD is. What is RSD? Does New York City have a parade dedicated to its Dutch past? The only dedication to our Dutch past is donuts. I think quite literally is eating a donut is probably the best thing you could do to honor our Dutch ancestors here in New York City. Hey, Zdravo, welcome. Hey, Daniel says, thank you from Albuquerque. Do New York cities have as many potholes as we have in Edinburgh? I'm not sure about potholes, but we do have a lot of plot holes here in New York City. New York City is filled with plot holes. There's always these inconsistencies and these stories about history, and you're like, the writers, the great writers above forgot something. Gee, we need a art and museum tour. There's a whole lot of them. Go on Facebook. I've covered a huge swath of museums across the world. Are there any wormholes in New York City? Yes, there's a few. Just gotta be very good at looking for them. One of the top wormholes in all of New York City, number one, top recommendation, would be the wormhole located at the end, right by the High Line. There's the gates where the people who were on the Titanic were supposed to disembark from. That gate's still there. If you come to that gate exactly at 12:03 midnight, you will pass into a wormhole and go back to that very day when the Titanic sank. And maybe you will be able to save Jack from his demise. SF Field says, please don't incite the host to commit felonies. Indeed, SF Fields, indeed. Thank you, SF Fields, for clarifying that. I appreciate that. Naveed says, sir, send me a visa. Oh, Naveed. To all the people watching out there who for some reason think I am a visa dispenser. For some reason they think a YouTuber, a Facebooker can give you visas. Well, I have good news for you. I have found a way to give you all the visas. I got so many visas here in my pocket right now, ready to dispense to whoever needs them. So if you need a visa, do let me know in the comments right now. Visas, green cards, I got everything. I also got some citizenships, but those are a little bit more limited. Herb says, nah, I don't need a visa, but just the HBO Max. Touche, Herb. Touche. Fabrique Bakery, right there. Yeah, Fabrique is amazing. Great bakery. All right, let's go for a coffee break. It's like a Pez dispenser. Indeed it is. Uh-oh. Sorry, everyone. We got a little bit of gimbal issues. All right, there we go. Deb, do I drink hot chocolate? No. I never drink hot chocolate. No, I actually don't like it. Usually served with milk. Really don't like the taste too much. Unless if it's like the classic French hot chocolate. Those ones are nice. I better walk in heels than that guy who just passed by, says Alexander. That's funny. Was that Anne Hathaway? Oh, was it? I'm not sure. All right. Who wants to go on the coffee break? Who wants to see a man sit down on a table here in New York City and sip a coffee to hundreds of people online? Let me know. Let me know if you want that to happen. Top quality entertainment of a man sitting down and sipping a coffee. This is Netflix level content, ladies and gentlemen. I'm pitching Netflix right now. The entire show is man drinks coffee. No, not in a car with other comedians. No. No, there's no interviews. No discourses about donuts or history. Just a man drinks coffee. 1 hour of coffee. Stay tuned. Netflix, I'm coming. I think there's going to be music in there, so let's take a music pause. Ashley. All right, everyone. I gotta actually fix my my gimbal, so bear with me for a second as I fix my gimbal. I'll show you the coffee soon. Pardon the shakiness. All right, there we go. So we are, actually, let me sit this way. Okay, so now is for the segment of a man drinking coffee on live video. Where's the people? People left because they were afraid of all the tomfoolery that was going to happen today. They were afraid of all the jokes and all the sarcasm. Usually people, when this happens, this type of time of day, on the great day of April Fools, a lot of New Yorkers flee to Long Island and to New Jersey. That's what they do. That's why. So let me show you the coffee. Actually, it's really good. This is one of my favorite coffee shops. Look at how beautiful this coffee is. Look at that. Man with coffee in the urban jungle. Indeed. And inspire life, indeed. Enjoy your coffee, says Susu. Thank you, Susu. Oh, they're so good. These guys always have such bright tasting coffee. And the espresso is just delicious. Now, if you're expecting Italian espresso, don't come here. You'll be sorely disappointed, but it's really, really great coffee. And the wind is picking up. It's getting fierce. I think every time we get close to Beyonce, it starts getting more fierce, the wind. I think that's what happens. The coffee looks good. It really is good. All right, feel free to ask any silly questions. Have I been to 787 Coffee? I have, James. Wendy says Beyonce again. Yeah, I mean, that's when the wind gets fierce, it means we're close to Beyonce. We're in close proximity. How many New York City streets with cobblestones? Oh, I don't know. That's a whole lot. There's most neighborhoods is like Soho, Meatpacking, certain parts of West Village, and basically that's it. Those are the top three neighborhoods: Soho, Meatpacking, and West Village. And someone asked, are my glasses prescription? No, they're not. I merely wear glasses so I can look cool, because without glasses, I reveal my real identity. I can't reveal my real identity because I'm actually a superhero by night. So I wear my glasses so I can give the appearance of being a live streamer, of the hipster variety. My mic doesn't work well? Oh no. You do look cool. Yeah, Emily, yeah, that's the sole reason I have glasses, is to look cool. Not for practical reasons. No, that would be silly, ladies and gentlemen. Silly to wear glasses because I don't have good eyesight. Who does that? Who does that? Literally, who does that? Everyone who wears glasses, they're all lying. They all have perfect eyesight. They just want to look cool. How many Belgian blocks are out there? There is approximately 3,482 Belgian blocks out there. Mizodi, nice to see you here. Welcome. What's the most unique sign you ever seen in your walkabouts? Most unique sign I've ever seen in my walkabout was meat pies back in Little Ireland in the Bronx. So I have good memories of that day. And I was like, oh wow, we found a meat pie here in New York City. Herb says approximately, no, exactly, 3,482 Belgian blocks, exactly. Upper West Sider says, post no bobs. Is your stream mirrored horizontally? No, you're just seeing things. You are seeing things. I'm not sure what you're referring to. All the letters are normal. There is no reversing happening here. Julie, I wore fake glasses back in the 80s, but hey, it was a different time. Indeed. I have seen your face somewhere. No, you haven't, Claire. You have not seen my face anywhere. I am not that person you're thinking about. At all. At all. Hey, where is the most strange place you ever sat down to have a cup of coffee? Oh. Oh. I would say in the middle of the Upper East Side, surrounded by tiny little dogs. It's probably the most interesting place I've ever been to drink a cup of coffee. You know, this is a very terrifying place. I felt like it was probably the most dangerous broadcast I've ever done. Most dangerous. You know, I've been to many rough parts of cities around the world, but the Upper East Side is some of the worst. Some of the worst. Yeah, with those small dogs. I can't. I'd rather not. I don't want to discuss it anymore because terrible traumas come from hanging out on the Upper East Side. What is your favorite hotel in Manhattan? Asked Emily. Ooh, great question. Inside Nomad is a wonderful hotel. And so a lot of people are saying I got 40K. Oh, cool. I just got 40K viewers. Awesome. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate it. All right, let's finish this coffee. All right, that was delicious. Mona says, good thing I'm a native New Yorker. I'm laughing over here. Thanks for the live streaming. I got to earn when the next live stream is. Saturdays and Wednesdays at 1 p.m. Kiloho says, I remind you of your lawyer. It's because I am, Kiloho. Why haven't you sent me those papers? I'm still waiting for your signature. Wendy, is there a philosophical chat tomorrow? Yes, at 6 p.m. It's going to be a later one. 6 p.m. It's going to be a philosophical chat.
Right, exactly. Taking the tickets.
So stay tuned.
Important.
SFL says, do you think one day we'll see the show Real Streamers of New York City on Bravo? Indeed we will. Indeed we will. It'll be a fun show. Ronald says, magnificent work by the mods. I'm so glad. Helen says, your padded cell is ready. Just pick up your straitjacket on the way in. Helen, I'm very sane. Like, I'm like too sane, and it's become quite an issue. You know, when you get too sane, not insane, sane, too sane, It's accompanied by being very too sober. Ooh. Yeah. It's a hard life. It's a hard life when you're too sane. Wendy says same but wonderful. Indeed. Thank you, Wendy. Make it 11 p.m. Oh, it's making it 11 p.m. Yeah, at least it's still somewhat. You can still somewhat see it at that time. Nothing worse than being too sober, says Kay. This is what happens, you know. When I'm too sober, I get very silly, ladies and gentlemen. So stay tuned. Real streamers of New York coming to Bravo soon. Me, Action Kid, Gabe, Sifat, Walk, Ride, Fly, Mary Jane from Aya Vlogs. All living in the same Brooklyn loft. Getting annoyed by each other. Stay tuned. I'm so excited. Vasilios, hello. Audrey says too sober is never good. Too sane for coffee, says Dave. Kathy says, but I have to be in bed for work by 11 p.m. Oh no, Kathy. You'll still see my normal broadcast at 1 p.m. on Saturdays. If a rapper named Too Sane becomes famous this year, I want royalties. Too Sane, that's a good name, Herb. You haven't touched the building in a while, says Inspire Life. Oh no, Inspire Life. Oh, we will touch a building. Let's touch a building, ladies and gentlemen. Who wants to touch a building? Who wants to lay your hands on a building? We'll ask the building's consent, of course. But who wants to touch a building? Inspire Life misses me touching buildings because I talk a lot about architecture, but I haven't done an architectural tour maybe in 3 weeks, around there. All right, let's find a good building to touch. Which building should we touch? I think we should touch the Whitney. Let's touch the air conditioner. The massive air conditioner. I mean, the Whitney Museum of Art. Right over here. Let's touch a building, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I'm so excited for this. Things are about to get very wild here. So I hope viewer discretion is advised. We will be touching a building. My hands will be laid upon a building. Oh, all right. Beyonce's nearby. Lots of wind, very fierce. The way things are going, you're going to need written permission. We're going to ask consent of the building so we can touch it. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got to be a little bit quiet, a little bit subtle when it comes to touching this building. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. The great air conditioner of New York. Before we get close, we will show you a wider view so you can really get a sense of the building we're about to touch. The great air conditioner of New York, designed by Renzo Piano. It's aircon chic here. Look at this lovely shape. You wouldn't be able to tell it's a museum, but ladies and gentlemen, trust me, it is. It is a museum. Now, which part of the air conditioner shall we touch? Dave says as long as it's legal. Yes, this will be a legal act. Send money, I will get my visa. I have no money, I'm very poor, says Naveed. Naveed, I told you I have all the visas in my pocket. Just reach out to me. Give me your social security number, your PIN for your credit card, and all other pertaining details. Send me your birth certificate as well, and I will get you a visa. All right. Okay, so we're about to touch a building. Dear Air Conditioner by Renzo Piano, aka the Whitney, may I touch you? Yeah. It's a yes. Oh, I'm touching a building. Oh my God. Whoa. Ooh, caressing a building. Look at this. Oh, this is a nice building. Wow. Beautiful. Oh, very nice. Very nice building. Ooh, nice and brutal. Brutal. It's very brutal on this side. Modern this side. Brutal here. Ooh, I like it. It feels nice and soft, glidey. It feels cold. Ooh. It feels beautiful. Oh yeah. That was a wonderful building. We just touched some air conditioner chic. Oh yeah, I feel good. I feel good, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you all enjoyed the building touching segment of the day on Urbanist. Here, only on Urbanist, exclusive on Urbanist. It'll be the second show I pitched to Netflix. A man touches buildings. That's it. Nothing more. Just touching buildings. The entire show. 1 hour. Just building touching. Each episode will be a different building. Security guys watching the security cams are asking, what is this guy doing? Indeed they are. They don't know the true majesty of this show. All right, let's go to the highlight, because I think a few people have asked for it. Told you. Beyonce's nearby. Stay tuned. Things are getting very fierce. All the single ladies. All the single ladies. Uh-oh. I hear it echoing in the distance. Gretchen says, you really are crazy. Gretchen, I am the sane one. Just the entire world is crazy. Inspire Life is swooning by the building touching. If you love it, you better put a ring on it. I think Beyonce wants us to collect it. Sane. Letter number 2, SANE. That's the name of my new rap album. I'm moving into hip hop, ladies and gentlemen. Too Sane. That's my name. Put it on the frame because everyone, I'm too sane. I don't mean to be a pain, but I gotta go and be the main. Too sane. I rap like no one's business. Oh yeah. Do you make friends with shadows on the wall? I don't know. Those are for secret rituals at night. I'm so good at rapping. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, right? I'm like good. I'm like good. Like good, right? Like I'm like good at rapping. Like, yeah. Yeah, I should be a rapper. Rap like ain't no dap. Whap it and stap in the lap. Yes, I'm good. I'm getting a rhyme over here. Just gotta give me a minute. As I get this rhyme right in time. Right in time for prime time. Oh yeah. Lin-Manuel, watch out. Because the real freestyle rapper is coming. Too Sane over here. For shizzle my nizzle, yes. And got the rizzle up here in the nizzle. There's something very Edward Hopper-esque about the area you showed. It's funny you said that, Mona, but in all seriousness, some of Edward Hopper's finest paintings are inside the Whitney, inside the air conditioner. The Masked Masticator, says Dave. That'll be my first album. Someone needs to sign your label like yesterday. Yes, indeed, they do. They gotta do it right now. Ain't no time to waste. Because this rapper is. Do some rap moves, Alexandra. My rap moves are invisible. Here is the great wormhole of New York City. Walk through here at 12:03 midnight. 12:03. You heard it here first. I think that's why we've angered Beyonce, because we're rivaling her husband, or is it ex-husband? I don't know. We're rivaling her husband / ex-husband for the rap title of New York. Who can you gently caress the scaffolding? Soon I'll gently caress it. That's for more of a night stream, when I gently caress the scaffolding of New York. Dickens, not Hussein. Too Sane. Too Sane is my rap name. Be sure to frame it. Charlene says, buy a drink first. The moment I drink something, it's gonna be serious, Charlene. Too Sane merch coming out yet, Dickens? Too Sane merch coming out soon. No jokes, all serious. No joke, the merch will be coming out soon. Dead ass. Alright. Let me show you the Sky Bridge of New York City. Toussaint, the artist formerly known as Ariel, says a little nod. Yes, indeed. The artist formerly known as Ariel. Oh, Charlene, you were saying buy the scaffolding a drink first. Yeah, I think that might be required. So you got jokes, everyone? Let me know if you got jokes. Ah. All right. Whew. That was quite a intense broadcast. Now I need to lighten up a little bit and enjoy a good like 10 more espressos, because that was quite crazy broadcast. We discussed very serious topics today. I hope you enjoyed it, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in, and welcome to the High Line. No fun allowed here. Yes, no fun allowed here. Where to? When do the trees become larger than the place is windy? No fun today. No fun, everyone. No fun today. I hope you enjoyed this very serious, very somber, very straightforward, and completely honest and without any embellishment broadcast. Completely real news broadcast. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm going to now take a nice nap here, right by the fierce winds of Beyonce, being blown by the exhaust of the air conditioner, aka the Whitney. Keep being awesome, and always keep on exploring. Have a good day, everyone. Happy April Fool's Day. Bye-bye.